What's up guys and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 24. We start today's stuff with transfer deadline day, and as you can see we're £23.5 million in the budget and 10 hours to work our magic as well. I've kept the cash in the January window. We've obviously sold our captain Pontus Jansson, and on deadline day I decided to put a couple of players on the transfer list. And the reason why was quite simple. I had a target in mind. I talked about it in the last episode. After just one win in our last 7 games, I feel if we are to stay in the top 10 and keep ourselves in with a shout of getting a Europa Conference League spot, we need to defend better. So someone had to be sacrificed on deadline day. In the end, we had a couple of bids for him already this season, and it was Vitaly Janelt. He's heading back to Germany. We agreed a £7.5 million deal with Augsburg. I'm okay with that because we've got Lorenzen out of the academy with potentially special. Maitland-Niles came in the summer as well. Jensen's still here till the end of the season. I'm okay letting him go because the 7.5 mil saw our budget raised to around 29.5 to 30 million. And our many names on the shortlist in the centre-back role, you saw them in this summer, but this was the guy I wanted. Former addict going from Charlton Athletic to Brentford and then on to Aston Villa. I said to Dean Smith, come on mate, let him come back. Let him come back with us to Brentford. You know you want to see it happen again. So we put in a bid of £28 million and a 15% sell-on clause for Conter. He's valued at 22.5 mil. I knew we'd have to spend practically every penny we had in the budget after selling Jansson and Vitaly Janelt as well. I put a £29 million deal in plus a 15% sell-on clause, and finally Dean Smith said, okay, we've been here for a couple of hours. You can take him. Aston Villa this season have been struggling. They're only just above the bottom 3 right now. And I said to Ezri Konsa, jump ship from Villa Park, come back from London. He's a London boy. Come back here and play at the community stadium. 5-year deal, 70 grand a week, pay increase to make the return. And Ezri Konsa said, yeah, go on, and I'm coming back to Brentford, baby. Absolutely buzzing about it. Practically every single penny spent to bring him back, and it's a new club record signing on transfer deadline day. Will he be worth the cash? I say yes. Again, Aston Villa this season in 16th place, not having a great season, just 5 points off the bottom 3 with 14 games to go. Konsa decides to jump ship. He spent 2.5 years at Villa Park, and now he's returning to the community stadium. 80 overall, 25 years old. He's had a subpar season this year for Aston Villa in the Premier League as well. But this guy is a fantastic defender. I still can't believe he's not been capped by England yet. I'm sure Southgate will give him a cap at some point, but I'm going to give him a stopper development plan that'll get his defensive work rate up to high. That'll improve the jumping and the stamina and the defensive stats as well. And he's going to go right into our back 3. Absolutely buzzing. Ezri Konsa, we got him for his prime years, and I was waiting and waiting for the right deal, for the right move to make, and there we go on deadline day. That's the big move, the new club record signing. He's back at Brentford. Ezri Konsa returns from Aston Villa for £29 million. I'm buzzing, man. I'm absolutely buzzing because, again, you know me as the window shuts here in January. You'll know me if you've watched my career modes before. I do like to sign former players, you know, and bring them back to their old clubs. We've already done that with Chris Metham in this save, and, you know, to bring back Ezri Konsa as well. Buzzing about that. Szczesny had a loan spell at Brentford many years ago when he was an Arsenal goalkeeper. Maybe one day the Polish goalkeeper will come back to the community stadium. But hey, yeah, I really like to do it. It's just a really nice feel. And for Konsa as well, like that's the perfect player we could have as part of our back 5 right now. Someone that's been here before, knows this club well. He again is in the prime of his career right now at 25 years old. He's still getting better, yet still so good right now. 80 overall makes him our best defender. We're defending really poorly this year. It's just it all just lined up. The stars just aligned. So on deadline day, I looked at my shortlist and I was like, okay, someone's got to get sacrificed here. Someone's got to leave. Poor Vitaly Janelt in the end is the guy that goes, but I don't think we'll miss him. I think we're a much better team without Jansson and Janelt and Konsa coming in to replace them. So this is our team between now and the end of this season. And you ask yourself the question, is it good enough to stay in the top 10? My answer, Probably, just about, probably. I mean, listen, I think the top 6 are going to retain their places now. So it's us, Leeds and Newcastle at the moment, seeing the most likely teams that will battle for that 7th and final European spot that will give you a UEFA Conference League. We've got the Magpies too in February, our next home game, sandwiched in between Brighton away and Sheffield United as well. But it's going to be tough. I wasn't targeting European football at the start of the season. I wasn't targeting it. To me, I was targeting mid-table. Top 10 would be a great season for us. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll go further in the FA Cup. As you can see, our last 16 side got drew here as I was processing through to the Brighton game. And it is Liverpool at home. So it's a home tie against Jurgen Klopp's Reds, but I don't fancy our chances there of making it through. I'll give it my best shot. It'll come on Wednesday night after that Sheffield United game. I'll give it my best shot. I'd love to reach back-to-back quarterfinals to start this series off and possibly keep those Wembley dreams alive. But yeah, very tough indeed, taking on the English champions in Season 1 at the Community Stadium. But yeah, Conte coming in. The most important thing for us, if we're to have any chance whatsoever of staying in the top 10 and also possibly having that rank outside shot of a Europa Conference League place, we need to defend better and get more clean sheets. We're going to get goals. We've got the goal machine up top. This guy's one of the top scorers in the league right now, 3rd highest scorer. And of course, Ivan Toney is his strike partner. And do I need to say more? Of course I don't. So we're going to get goals. The most important thing is being able to defend better. So for the first of the 2 games outside of the January window, it was in the Graham Potter's Brighton away from home. We've beaten them a couple of times already, had all the early chances in this game, cleared the ball off the line there from Toney as we were still currently tied at 0-0. But as we kept the chance alive, Conte whips one in and Toney heads in to give us the lead. Ezri Konsa brought in to defend, gets an assist on his debut as we take the lead. But you got to see this on the replay. We know that Ivan Toney's leaping ability is incredible, one of his best assets, but if you didn't notice initially who the guy was that he beat in the air, you're going to feel sorry for him here watching the replay. It's a bit of a mismatch. It's Tariq Lamptey, and Lamptey is a heck of a young fullback, but he's not the tallest young defender in the world. No, Tariq Lamptey was never going to win that aerial duel there against Ivan Toney. The shocker heads us into a deserved lead, and 7 minutes before the break, we could have and should have made it 2. Lucas Zidane denies Ivan, keeps it at 1-0, and I missed a hatful of chance in the first half to double our lead. It was all Brentford though in the first half. Every single attack was coming to us. We were in attack mode. I said earlier, we're going to score goals this season. We always get the chances. My finishing has improved, and right before the break, I proved it as well. Ivan Toney turns provider, rolls through Brian and Buemo. This is why I've kept this guy here. I still believe in him as he gets his 2nd of the season, doubles our lead right before half-time and makes it 2. So Brentford 2-0 up on the South Coast. And I was thinking, okay, this is exactly what we need. We know we'll get chances. We know we'll get goals. But in this game, Brighton had basically no chances whatsoever. We should have made it 3, 8 minutes after the restart. Roberto spurned the chance. I love the animation as well. I mentioned before, this guy plays with fire, man. He's so feisty, disappointed himself not to get another goal to his tally. But there it was, 2-0 the final score. Should have won by more, but look at the defensive stats in this game. Had to give Conte man the match. A brick wall at the back, and also an assist on his debut as well. £29 million. 10% sell-on clause, new club record signing to bring him back, but I believe worth every single penny. I'm absolutely buzzing to have Conte back, jumping ship from Villa Park, coming back to the Community Stadium. I'd say he's probably become our vice captain now, wouldn't you? Coming back here to Brentford as the leader as part of our backline, but I think definitely worth the cash. Anyway, for the second and final game of today's episode, massive one here against the Magpies, Newcastle United here at the Community Stadium. Both teams neck and neck right now, trying to prove they've got what it takes to finish in 7th and gain that Europa Conference League spot. Fell behind early on through Darwin Núñez. Very unfortunate goal as well. The first tackle deflecting straight back to the Magpies who get it back and find the opener. 1-0 down. Then we had a great save by Dubravka to thank for us not going back on level terms. Brilliant save there as it was still 1-0. And then right before the break, Newcastle played some great football in this first half. Darwin Núñez, I swear. This guy's like a poacher, man. Honestly, just couldn't stop this guy getting inside their area. Gets his 2nd of the game. The Magpies double their lead. 2-0 Newcastle United. And it's Nunez with the break. We knew we'd get chances though. We had chances in the first half. We had chances in the second. Soon after the restart, Roberto Gutierrez makes it 2-1. Half the deficit gets us back in the game. Turning in the Ivan Toney cutback. And 7 minutes after the restart, the goal machine back on the score sheet with an easy goal, but a big one. Makes it 2-1. We're back in the game. And then a few minutes later, with a bit between our teeth, I was thinking, okay, alright, we've battled back before. Let's do it once again. 2-0 down. It's now 2-1. Let's make it 2-2. Just past the Mark Niambe cross to the back stick. Tony free header far post. What a save by Dubravka though. Brilliant cross, brilliant header, but Dubravka once again, not for the first time, makes a great stop to deny Ivan Toney. Final score. And these stats are painful to see. Brentford 1, Newcastle 2. I said we'd score goals this season and we'd have no problem on the offensive end. Didn't in this game either. It's just unfortunately Dubravka was brilliant. That victory there sees the Magpies leapfrog us with 12 games to go. We're back outside the Europa Conference League spot. Only a point behind Newcastle and Leeds though. And with 12 games to go, still in the top 10. I'll take come the end of the season. And Europa Conference League is still on for now. But that was this episode of Career Mode, guys. Big thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, if you had, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.